Hello and welcome along to episode 8 of this FM21 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. There's no other way of putting it. This is the big grand finale to the season. It's something we never expected at the start of it, but today we play a two-legged tie against 9th place in League 1 East Fife for a place in Scottish League 1. If we beat them over two legs, we take their place, and somehow the side expected to finish bottom pre-season by the media, by the board and everyone else will be promoted via the playoffs in 3rd place after a brilliant season. Now Pat Nevin has to take most of the credit. There's some news on him off the pitch as well, and there's some positive news on us. But this episode today could open up so many opportunities for our career, and although it's bad to look beyond Brechin, it could be a game-changing moment, and we're only at the end of the first season. So if you're looking forward to this massive double header, please do put a thumbs up on the video, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on for daily FM20 content from 2 long-term stories. This one will be back after today on Monday at 3:30, but will we be able to get a new job? Will we be in League 1? Or will we have disappointment after today's episode? That's all to be found out in the next 20 minutes or so. But in addition to that, we'll have Bangor City back tomorrow. We had a live stream this morning, and our final one with Wigan will be tomorrow at 10:30. So please do pop in if you're free on Sunday morning and come and say hello and join the fun. But let's move along to this double header because we can't hold this up much. I'm too nervous, I'm too tense. It's probably one of the most excited moments I've had in Football Manager. I can't explain why with this Brechin team this year. It's just clicked. And I'm really loving it. So let's see if we can get the magic result. Of course, we're away from home in the first leg this time. Could make a big difference. We know we struggled immensely on the road to Edinburgh City. But we've got some good news as well off the pitch. Firstly, Brechin City, with that prize money from the semi-final, have covered the 600 quid for me to do my first coaching badge. So even if we can't get that job in the summer, to be able to move forward in our career, we like to get one from each club. And that will be a massive moment for us as well. Increased reputation, overachieving, and as well as that off the pitch, improving in coaching courses. It's a positive combination. So we're looking forward to that. And we've also got Pat Nevin tied down for another year. Our chairman was never going to let him go, was he? He's staying here. He has been a revelation in this season. And he is the reason that Brechin City are up here. He's done more than me. I have to give him that credit. But today, it's all about us. So let's have a look at the lineup we've gone for the first leg against East Fife. We'll firstly show you their lineup because, of course, that's quite an important moment for us. We talked about a couple of their key players before, and we have beaten them in the League Cup group stages. A 3-2 victory in what was a dead rubber at the time, but it was still a cracking result. They're missing Tony Dingwall, who is one of their star attacking players. And otherwise, they've got some really good ones in there. We've talked about Danny Swanson, played many games in the top tier in Scotland. Ryan Wallace looks an excellent striker. Not sure who he's played for before. Our Brophy was a goal scorer. Dunfermline, East Fife back in the day again. But he's far better than any of ours. But James Rose is a big game player, as we've discovered. They've got young loanees across the board. Jack Hamilton looks excellent. Cole McKinnon we know about. He's a very good pro. And Mark Leonard is a solid one as well. And a lot of pace across the team. Something we're going to have to watch out for. Craig Watson's the best defender on the pitch by a country mile. He's a good right back, but they're playing him in a back three at centre half. So that could be something that plays into our favour as well. A very good side making some strange tactical decisions. The manager is Jonathan Eugenio. He didn't start here, he took over this calendar year. So let's see who the old manager was and when he got sacked. So it was Darren Young until February, then 40 days of caretaker for Richard Clark, and this man's only been in for 6 weeks. So he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders. If he takes them down, could he be out of a job straight away? We'll wait and see. Let's go to the tactical meeting. They're suggesting changes, and the reason those 3 are suggested to be dropped, if we go ahead to the selection, is because they're not quite fit. But their injury susceptibility is below average. So I'm kind of hoping, Barron's is above average, as is Sturrock's, but none of them are high. And I just hope that they'll be able to cling on. It's our biggest 2 games in the season. Away from home, we have to go strong, because otherwise it could be out of sight. And that's the last thing we want. So our 11 for today is the one you've become so familiar with in this second half of the year. It's Bannon in goal, Cinnamon and Woodcock the fullbacks, with Sturrock and Banner at centre half. Todd and Cusick on the wings, Barron and McCormick in central midfield, and Mark Malley alongside James Rose up front. They are the 2 heroes at the moment. Now let's see what they can do today. Barron could be finished with us after this tie, as could Cusick, but there's so many others who have done so much great stuff for us. I don't know about the contracts, if there's any others that might be out after these games, but we've got to make the most of every moment here and savour the fact that we're playing in a promotion playoff final, because none of us expected that at the start. Let's go and see how we get on. As we do so, of course, give me your comments down below. How do you think we're going to get on today? Don't even lie and try and say you expected us to be here, because I know for a fact nobody did. As we're coming up against a very strong East Fife side. Under the new manager, has he still got the bounce? You just don't know. So will we win? I think we're underdogs. But let's go and see if we can do something special. We've done it once against Edinburgh City. Let's try again against East Fife. Into the first half we go. Let's see what tactic they're playing, which will be interesting. We're going to be going out with our classic. East Fife, they've gone for a back three. And they've not only gone for a back three, instead of a midfield three, they've gone for a front three. So if we could overrun them in the centre of the pitch, might help the two tired centre midfielders, of course. But for now, it's been a very quiet 20 minutes. And away from home, perhaps that suits us. We know at home is where we've got our bread and butter. So if we can keep the score down, we could be in good shape. Now this is going to sound a bit strange, but that was exceptional. No highlights, no shots on target at either end. And just remember what happened away at Edinburgh City in the second leg last time. This is a huge improvement. And does it suggest, as I predicted before the playoffs even started, that East Fife was the easier game of the two? Now I know that could come back to bite me, that statement, so don't use it against me if it goes wrong. But so far so good. If we come out of this 0-0, I honestly believe we'll win the second leg. What does worry me is that our star players can't do 90 today, and that the other game's only in 4 days' time. So if we don't get through this, and if we don't get these players off in time, we could be in real trouble. 20 minutes to go, I'm going to do it. Because we cannot have every player absolutely knackered in the middle. Cusick's been the best, he'll stay on. Todd replaced by Peyton. It's not a huge downgrade, because Peyton's still got a little bit of technical quality, even though he's not so good physically. In the middle, McCormick will come off for Ross Brown, who's a natural ball winner, and Barron will be replaced by Inglis. He's going to drop to a deep line playmaker on support, and we're just going to try and shore it up, because 0-0 would be an incredible result. Of course, for the playoffs, only 3 subs, 7 people named, 3 can be used, and after wasting the league season where we had 5, some of these lads could have been fresher. They've been playing loads of games, and now we're in trouble, as Dunsmore attacks on the right, to Leonard, into the box, first highlight, and it's a goal. Liam Watt scores it, 73 minutes in, and we've finally seen a highlight, and Sean Bannon beating at his near post again. We're just a goalkeeper away from being that promotion contender. But we have got a chance to equalise here. Cinnamon with an attacking throw on the right. Peyton flicks on. Wilson heads away. Inglis there 30 yards out. Make yourself a hero. Lovely back flick. Peyton to Malley. And he has made himself a hero. Mark Malley 1-1. And with 10 to go, we peg back East Fife. And we're back in charge of the tie. A draw on the road is exactly what we need. It would be an incredible result. And we're still getting suggestions about subs. Can we make 5 still? I'm just going to have a look. James Rose for Scott. We can't. You can only make 3 in the playoffs. But with 3 minutes to go, we're in great shape. And we will go and make time-wasting changes if we can. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. You all know the drill already. Even those who are new along have seen it enough this season. We're going to drop the tempo. Time waste all the time. We're going to be more disciplined. In transition, we regroup. We slow it down. I'm still leaving the counter on. I'm not giving up the ghost just yet. And we'll drop that pressing intensity as well. I know we've got fresh legs on in midfield. I mean, Brown's making his 2nd appearance of the season. But we've got to try and keep it tidy here. A 1-1 draw is a great result. And a 1-1 draw is exactly what we've got. At home against East Fife, the same opposition. If we win by any score, we are a League One side and gain promotion. At the start of the season, it was unthinkable. It was unfathomable. It was never a possibility. After losing the first 4 league games of the season, nobody thought we were going to finish above 10th. And somehow we've got to this. Just 3 days to rest these guys, and I'm not sure how we do it. I mean, I'm going to go and organise proper rests here, but I think they're still going to be tired legs. Can they get through 90 more minutes, or will it be one bridge too far? We'll be back in a moment to find out, as I try and give all of these guys a break. Here we go then. We're back for our date with destiny, the second leg of the East Fife game. We're at home, and if we win, we get promoted to League One. We've tried to rest people as best as we can. It's not looking great, to be honest. and we've not got many missing out today, so hopefully we'll be as good as we can. The only one that's not quite right is Jamie Sturrock, the centre-half. But he's so important to us that I have to keep him in. And whenever Luke Bolland's come in the past, as good as his average rating is, he's not been able to contribute well. And he's only made 3 sub-appearances in the league. That's something I can't take a gamble on today. So we will try and wrap him in cotton wool and get him through the 90 minutes. I'm tempted to almost put Page on the bench, the club captain, but he's not made 1 appearance all season. It's not the right day to do it, is it? As a result, we've gone for the same 11, the same 18 and the same formation. And we're going to trust this side to get through one more game and get us promoted to League One. Possibly one of the finest achievements I've ever had in FM if we do this, because this squad should be nowhere near. We say goodbye today as well to Connor Barron and Scott Cusick, both of whom's loans expire at the end of this season. Everyone else in the first 11 is tied down for next year. So we've not got to say too many goodbyes, but what a way it would be for those two to finish. Can either of them be the hero? Let's go and find out. Craig Watson is dropped for East Fife. I did not expect to see that. Otherwise, it's a very strong side. So we're going to pump our fists. We're going to say, go and impress me. Only Sean Madden is motivated. If that means he doesn't get beat at his near post again, we'll take it. Connor Barron's fired up. The rest are composed. And these guys have surprised us in the big games. Look at the attendance here at Brechin. It's all happening today, but it's on the front foot for East Fife straight away. What a time it would be to blow it. McCormick comes down. We're underdogs and we almost expect to win somehow. As the ball's cleared away to Agnew on the left. He finds Cole McKinnon over the top. Was it Dorkin we had McKinnon at maybe? But Barron comes away with it. We'll come back to that. Connor Barron beats 2. Beats 3. Through ball to Rose. Rose's shots at McCracken. It's a good save. Rose normally so composed there. Quite often goes far post with his finish. But this time it was straight at the keeper. Dominance early on, but still 0-0 on the day. And now Matty Todd's picked up a knock. A bruised ankle. I'm going to leave him for now and just see if he recovers, which it looks like he is. I'm just hoping he's still got something in him. Sturrock's been the best player on the pitch for us despite his tiredness. And here comes McCormick in the middle to Barron. Switches right to Todd. It's been a very cagey game so far. And it switched left to Cusick. Great play from Barron, the playmaker. Cusick in his final game. Lovely delivery. Mark Malley there. It's off the line. He'd beaten the keeper. It was dribbling towards that back stick. And he's managed to get it cleared away. The corner's in and headed away too. And McCormick's going to have a second chance to deliver. He does. It's a brilliant ball. Mark Malley finishes it and the offside flag is up. And again, it's one of those where you wonder, is this going to be our day? Or is there heartache in the offing? East Fife yet to even threaten the goal with a shot, let alone one on target. But we've not been particularly clinical. And at half-time, it's 0-0. And it's just as tense as it was before. So let's go and talk to the boys. We're going to say we've been the better team. We'll try and get them fired up again. And it doesn't look like there's a huge amount going. Woodcock, McCormick, Barron, Rose are all pleased. Now please, just respond. Give me a goal. A 1-0 scrappy win would be the greatest thing in the world today. As McCracken clears long downfield for East Fife. Sturrock heads clear, only as far as their left centre half. Agnew plays a 1-2 and goes long. McCormick intercepts. No one's going to get there. Hamilton does first. Dunsmore over the top. Woodcock heads away. Falls for Leonard. And now Swanson. The man we've got to watch out for technically. Todd there, but really struggling. The ball's into Wallace. And East Fife's key man up front has scored his 8th for the season. And we're in big trouble here. 1-0 to East Fife. We're going to have to go positive. We're going to have to demand more. And we just need to get a goal from somewhere. Because we're on course for heartbreak with the only shot we've conceded. But we've got a throw in on the left as we reach the hour mark. Substitutions will be made after this. Particularly Todd, who's given as much as he can. McCormick switches it to him. Todd back to Cinnamon. Over the top towards Mark Malley. The keeper just beats him there. Good goalkeeping from McCracken. He was alert. He was off his line quick. And he's kept East Fife ahead. As Sturrock clears it long downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Leonard will get there. Cole McKinnon over the top. Sturrock heads away again. But East Fife are first to every second ball. As Cusick gets on the clearance. He's charging down the left. He's got 2 ahead of him. Gives it back to the left back Woodcock. No ambition. It's over the top. But we're playing safe. We're trying to play too clever. And it's not really working out. As Wallace is in again. This could be it. He's dragged his shot just wide. 62 minutes on the clock. Substitutions come in. And fingers crossed we can nick one from somewhere. Just the one sub for now. It will be Peyton for Todd. And the only instruction is get the ball a touch out of your feet and cross it into the box. Get those front two on it. Because at the moment, that's what we need. But it isn't getting any better. Cusick is tired. He's not playing well. I'll bring on Kieran Inglis. But I'm not holding up much hope at the moment. We've got one more sub in the locker. And McCormick's tired as well. So he's going to be switched with Ross Brown. But it's slipping away. 10 minutes to go. We've got a throw on the left. I was about to make a tactical change, but we'll wait. Inglis flicks it on. Away by Wilson as far as Barron. A moment of magic, please. Into Malley. It is a moment of magic. But the flag's up again. The flag is up for the second time against Mark Malley. And it remains 1-0 to East Fife. What can we do? Fire them up. Go attacking. We'll give it a couple more and we're just going to have to throw everything at it. It's not how I like to play normally, but we have to push these guys forward. We have to try and do it. We'll counter press. We'll distribute quickly. We'll get further up the pitch and prevent the keeper going short. And with 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go, it is heartache for Brechin as it stands. Into 4 minutes of stoppage time. We'll go very attacking, but it's not coming. The one shot on target East Fife have, and they've wrapped up promotion. And after an unbelievable season, we fall short of the final hurdle. Brechin City 0, East Fife 1 on the night, and the visitors win 2-1 on aggregate. I'm just going to say we didn't do ourselves justice. It's absolutely right. Of all the times to produce that performance, it wasn't the one, but I think they just ran out of steam. It was one game too far, and this fantastic young squad has unfortunately fallen. So let's have a quick look at the inbox. Matty Todd's out injured, just a couple of days for him. But that's it. Unfortunately, we stay in League 2. I'll have a look to see if there's any jobs going up. Of course, that's something we'll be interested in the summer. We have overachieved, so there should be some interest. But there's not really a job between a very good championship side in Ayr United with 2.5 star and Elgin City down here. So if we could get a good League 1 job in Scotland, maybe we can try for a National League job if that comes up. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. Maybe even a League 2 job, who knows? Leyton Orient have got relegated. But I'd argue that Richie Wellens and Emma Hayes are both better managers than us. So that's going to make it quite difficult. But that's all for the future. Let's finish off with a quick review of these guys this season. Because despite that last little moment, they have been incredible. Expected to finish 10th, they finished 3rd and got all the way to the playoff final. Unfortunately, fallen at the last hurdle. But look at that consistency. 37 games in the season. Malley, Bannon, Cinnamon, every single one played. Incredible stuff. Cusick all bar one. The same for Sturrock, Barron and Banner. McCormick played in all of them. 2 just off the bench. The same for Matty Todd. And then we've got those who came in part way through the season. And we've got to give a little hand to him as well. Leroy Macavora. Let's go and find him. Hearts reserves now. Barely kicked a ball the second half of the year. But he was crucial to us as well. 9 goals in 10 starts. And started things off on a good foot. But it's a young squad building. There's plenty of promise here. There's plenty of potential. Whether we can keep hold of them all is one matter. Whether Pat Nevin can use the wages that are going to go from these experienced pros leaving, I don't know. These are the things we may or may not find out. So I hope you'll be back on Monday afternoon to find out if we're able to get another job, if we end up here at Brechin, and if so, we'll have a transfer special with Pat Nevin. If you did enjoy the episode, despite the heartbreak at the end, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the performances, what you thought of the season as a whole. I've really been pleasantly surprised by this side. And with Pat Nevin by our side, anything could be possible next year. I worry that Barron, the best player, is leaving. Cusick's not a million miles behind. But I'm sure Pat will find replacements. I'm sure we'll compete next year. But I don't know that we could do better. So do we have to make the most of it while our stock's high? If you haven't already, please do subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. You'll get alerts as daily content releases on the channel. As we said, this one will be back on Monday for the start of Season 2. And where it will be, we're yet to find out. In the meantime, Bangor City will be here tomorrow. We'll have a live stream at 10:30 with Wigan Athletic, finishing off our League 1 season there too. And then my long-term live stream series will start on Tuesday. You can vote for that over on the community page. There's one more day left to vote. And at the end of tomorrow, whatever's in the lead is the one that we'll be doing for the long run. Finally, you can check out the podcast I'm part of in the eye above. Loads of EFL, non-league and UK football content. So please do give that a try if you haven't already. We're growing really quickly and we're absolutely loving it. So please do come and check that one out too. But a massive thank you for following along this season. Your support has been absolutely incredible and it almost led to something very, very special. Hopefully we can replicate it next year, but the spanner in the works might be a new job. I'll see you on Monday to find out if we've got one.